Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy RaidersFan3179. I am back with a video. This time I'm back doing XFL. Now it's a pretty long time I did XFL talks. I think it was like a couple of months ago. I think I was talking about the merge between the CFL and the XFL. As of right now, I don't know yet if they're going to merge because people keep saying that it will be a good idea. But to me, I really don't think it may or may not be a good idea. Like, I'll do several reasons, other stuff, some probably maybe some other videos, but it's just, well, it is football. Both of them are. Don't get me wrong, but remember, Canadian football and American football are not the same. They're a little different and stuff. So, yeah, I don't know if it's going to happen, but anyways, I don't want to get that to my head right now, so I want to let everybody know that before I get started with the actual video, just to let you know, I got some very bad and sad news for every single one of you guys. The XFL is not coming back until 2023. Yes, I know they were supposed to happen next year, 2022. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. I don't know why. Maybe Dwayne had other plans going on, so he just wants to rebuild it because right now we're still in this little pandemic stuff. But anyways, I don't want to get to that, but yeah, the XFL will be back by the following year, so hopefully we'll get to see some Smash Mouth spring football again like we usually do. But they started to look good. From the first season, they were looking dominant, like, no lie, the ratings were good. I mean, they're starting to look a little better than the original XFL was, which it should have been a good football, but unless if they would have just took this stuff serious, and I don't know what's happening because of that. But anyway, so yeah, like I said, but anyways, yeah, but it really stinks to see, the XFL's gone, and it's still gone for a while now. It's, it's been like, what, like, since last year, and then we're not going to have it next year. We're having it until the following year, which is 2023, but still, we still got time and everything. So anyways, I'm going to go ranked up each and every logos from the XFL teams, every single 8s, and yeah, that's all I can say. So let's go rank them up right now. Now, we're going to start from all the way from the good logos all the way to the greater logos. So the good logo, we're going to start with my hometown team, the LA Wildcats. Now, the reason why I put them good is because, they should have just add like a cat, like a wildcat or something if you're going to add it to it. Because, we have some mountain lions or cougars right here in California. And it's true, that's what we do. But the only thing is it has the orange with the L, like the L for the orange. And there's the red shape thing, like for the A on the red thing, on the A. LA stands for Los Angeles, but they only have the word Wildcats and stuff like that. I mean, the good thing about the Wildcats, what I like is the black uniforms. It has the red, orange, and the black uniforms, has the white numbers, everything. But, my hometown team is not that bad, I really, they had a really, last time when the XFL was still around, they were like so-so and everything like that, but yeah, that's all I can say right now. But still, it's a good logo. I'm not gonna lie, it's a really good logo. I have no negative comments about it because hometown team. But still, there's a lot of greater logos coming up. So yeah, so I'm gonna rank that first for number 1 for the LA Wildcats. Moving on to the next one. Now, coming in next is number 2 is the Tampa Bay Vipers. Now, the reason why I put them as second place for the good side logo, I mean, it's because I wish they could have added a little detail to it, but I'm not so sure why. Similar like the the LA Wildcats, like how the Wildcats, they only got the word LA. The Vipers, they only got the letter V. Well, instead of it says TB, this time it has the V for Vipers. I mean, the only thing that caught my attention is, what is the logo supposed to look like? Like a pissed off, angry snake or a viper? Because the eye, because you could tell between the V on the side, it looks like an eye. Or because the yellow ones looks like the fangs. I'm not so sure yet. I don't know what to say in this one for, I cannot answer that. But still, I like the colors. The colors are really amazing, and it's about time we have a professional football team as a snake, because the only time we had, I mean, not the only time, I meant the only team that I know of that is based off a snake was the Arizona Diamondbacks. So far, we don't have an NFL team that is based on a snake. I mean, maybe for expansion it'll be cool, but I don't know if the NFL is going to expand anytime soon. But still, not bad. Tampa Bay Vipers ain't that bad too. Like I said, I like how they add the yellow thing with the fangs. I like the uniforms too. It's really amazing. But it will be cool if they add more details, like at least like an alternate, similar like how the Cincinnati Bengals have. Instead of the logo with the B with the tiger stripes, they have the actual full tiger or an angry tiger. Or the Bears, you could say, like, instead of the C for Chicago, they have the angry bear or something like that. It'll be cool. I would love to see something like that. So yeah, that's my rank for the Tampa Bay Vipers. Moving on to the next one. Now, another team too representing the Big Apple is known as the New York Guardians. I mean, not bad for the team. One thing I like about their uniforms is just that, it has the back of the head looks like the Seattle Seahawks. You know how the Seattle Seahawks logo, when it's connected on that back side, when it's connected to the back side of the logo, all the way to the actual logo, everything like that. Yeah, I mean, even I like the uniforms, everything like that. Now, the fun fact is the Guardians were based off the statues. I forgot what they're called. If anyone's from New York, you guys are welcome to correct me. I don't know what they're really called those statues, but that's how they're based off. And I think because I heard that it's like based on the Guardians, like guarding the New York. I think the Empire State Building or something. I'm not so sure. But still, yeah, it's a really good looking logo. Especially, I like how they had the red teeth, the red eye. It looks like a lion. Like it looks like the Lions. They should be called the New York Lions instead of the New York Guardians. But I mean, Guardians is good. I'm not gonna lie, it's really good. Or it'll makes sense. They should be called still the Lions, like based on the movie The Lion King. You know, what should be Mufasa or Simba? But still not bad. It's like aside from the Wildcats, we have two cats in the team. It's like the LA Wildcats and the New York Guardians because it sure looks like a lot like a Wildcat, everything like that. So yeah, that's my another good team. And moving on to the next one. Now this is based on of our U.S. militaries, our Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, even Coast Guards. They still count. But yeah, Coast Guards do count, but mainly I see the Army, Navy, Marines, and Air Force. But which it makes sense because this is the capital of the United States, is Washington D.C., known as the D.C. Defenders. Now this is one thing I love about the logo. I like the shield, the way how they add the electricity on the thunderbolts on the middle, like they're crossing over, and it has those three stars. I think the three stars represent the whatchamacallit, the flag of our U.S. It would be cool if they had blue in it. You know, we could have a red, white, and blue team. I mean, not bad. One thing I like about the Defenders is that their uniforms look like a college football team. Like it would be cool if we have something like like a college football team type of like that, because everything just like kind of like similar like the Cleveland Browns. You know how their uniform right now looks like a high school football team. The Defenders look like a college football team. Like when I first saw them, they look a lot like the college football team. But still, not bad. I like the DC Defenders. Instead of they're called Washington Defenders or Washington DC Defenders, they're just called DC Defenders. And just to represent our country, represent our red, white, and blue pride. And like I say, it would be cool if they would add the blue in it, just because it'll make sense. Because it's the United States of America. You got to support something that is red, white, and blue patriotism. Same as like how the Washington Nationals, like were the national area, or I don't know, I forgot how they called nationals, but correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, that's my another rank. So anyways, moving on to the next logo. Now another T2. This is like kind of like based off the Cowboys in the Middle Western area, known as the Dallas Renegades. I love how they how they have the cowboy logo thing. Instead of they're called the Dallas Cowboys because we already have the Dallas Cowboys NFL team. They should be called the Dallas Renegades, which it makes sense. Makes sense because the way how the logo looks. It looks like I think it looks like a cowboy or a bandit, or what are they called? The bandits, like back in the old Western days. How they robbed trains and stuff like that. That's what I heard the history of Texas. And it has the red eyes. It has the bandana and it has a cowboy hat, and that's what they're called, the Renegades. And fun fact, this reminds me of that one monster truck called what, like the Western Renegade. But anyways, yeah, like I say, this is my next ranking for my next logo, the Dallas Renegades. Yeah, I mean. They're like the bandits, the thieves of football, man. You need some smash mouth football. How can you have an aggressive name without, the Dallas Renegades? So, yeah, that's all I can say right now. Anyways, yeah, the Dallas Renegades, not bad logo. I liked it a lot. Pretty cool. Clearly, I like the color and the uniform, too. The blue color, everything like that. So, anyways, moving on to the next one. Now, here comes another team based on the oil thing. Aside from the Renegades, they're cowboy based off. This is like a based off oil thing because, I heard they get a lot of good oil down in Houston, known as the Houston Roughnecks. I love the name Roughnecks because it sounds like your neck is really rough, Like I thought the name Roughnecks means like your actual neck is really rough or something. But I think it turns out to be the Roughnecks about the oil stuff. That's another word. Now I want to talk about the logo. The logo looks a little similar like the old timers, the Houston Oilers, before they relocated to Tennessee, which you already know they're called Tennessee Titans. But anyways, no, I like the logo a lot. Like especially how they had the tower for the like kind of like similar like those towers things. How they pull up oil and they add the letter H in it for Houston to represent the city, and they have the star. But there's no downfall to it, but the only thing is that I don't get why, I mean, like I say, it is kind of similar to the Houston Oilers, but I don't know why, they think that it looks a lot like it. But I mean, I don't know. I cannot say for much, but still, really like the logo. It reminds me of the original Houston Oilers. Because I wish they could have kept the Houston Oilers, but I don't know why they had to relocate to Tennessee Titans. It would be cool if they bring back as an expansion team, but Houston Texans took over because, which is understandable why the Titans ownership does not want to sell it, because which is understandable. And you can say the fun fact is the creator of the Houston Oilers did rename his team to the Tennessee Titans. It was a fun fact that I didn't know of. But anyways, aside from the Titans, yeah. The Houston Roughnecks, yeah, it's a really not bad looking logo. I like how they had the star, everything, the letter H, everything. So that's my rank. So anyways, moving on to the next one. Now for this one, for the last two, I want to save the good ones. Now this is one of my favorites, the St. Louis Battlehawks. Based off the fighter jet and the bird, everything, because I like how they add the swords and the wings. Now, one thing I'm very happy for St. Louis is at least they had a professional team. Well, kind of like a minor league team. I would say XFL should be the minor league for the NFL, because it's good to have a minor league for the NFL. But it really sucks to see St. Louis has not one but two football teams. They used to have, which now they relocated. First, the Cardinals, the NFL Cardinals went to Arizona. Then the Rams already relocated. But it's cool to see that the Battlehawks really exist. Especially one fun fact is I really love their helmets, especially how they add the wings and everything. It kind of looks similar like the Philadelphia Eagles. You know how the Eagles had the Eagles wings, but it has the Hawks wings on the top, everything like that. It's really cool. I'm not gonna lie, it reminds me of the Philadelphia Eagles. But another thing too was cool about it is because the St. Louis was depressed, not having a football team ever since they lost two of theirs. Now they finally have an XFL team, and it worked out really great because I heard they did sold out at that one stadium. Well, it used to be called Edwards Jones Dome, but not anymore. But still, I really would love to see the St. Louis Battlehawks coming back again. But yeah, I'm looking forward to see the Battlehawk coming back. I can't wait for 2 more years. I'm super excited. And yeah, that's like the thing I can say for the Battlehawks. No lie and everything like that. So anyways, we're going to the last one. And this is one of that's why I put the greater logo ever. Now, another team, too, that I put number 1 is the Seattle Dragons. Now, here's the reason why I put the Dragons number 1. Look at their helmets. Like, literally, Google it and look at their helmets. The helmets look so amazing, especially the white helmet with the Dragons. One of my favorite moments about the Dragons is not just the jerseys or anything, it's just the helmets. That is one thing that I love their helmets so much about Seattle Dragons. And really not bad. I mean, the good thing about it, at least they don't have, the blue and green, aside from Seahawks and Mariners. This one they have the green, but with the orange and green this time, which we know Seattle's having the Krakens, but this time there's no green. It's just blue, light blue, or anything. Adding some different colors, something different, something new for Seattle. At least something they could get a taste of it. So yeah, the Pacific Northwest has a dragon. Make sure they got a dragon's cave for this team. But anyways, this is my number 1. I love it, and I like how they had the dragons when it's fire-breathing dragons, and that's one of my number 1 favorites and everything. So yeah, that's my ranking for all the XFL logos of each and every team. So yeah, no negative any of them, but it started from my hometown team, the LA Wildcats, all the way to Seattle Dragons, and the Dragons, I got it by far. It's one of the greatest, or the greater logo. I can never say anything. It's something really, really amazing how they added. But still, like I say, yeah. So yeah, like I say, that's all I can say about for the XFLs, my ranking for every single logos. Like I say, no, I don't have no negative comments on any of them. I like them all. They're really pretty amazing, especially the St. Louis Battlehawks and the Seattle Dragons. They are by far the greatest, the greater logos and everything. I mean, including I like all their jerseys. All the jerseys I can never doubt, but if I was going to pick the number 1 favorite jersey, it will still be Seattle Dragons. Why? Because, they got a perfect customization for the jerseys. So yeah, that's all I can say right now. And like I say, everybody, if anyone's expecting the XFLs coming back next year, it's not. It's not until 2 more years. So we still got until 2023. I'm looking forward to it. One of my all-time favorite wrestlers, and also my favorite movie actor, The Rock, or Dwayne Johnson, whatever you say. Him and his ex-wife, Danny Garcia, is ready to do the whatchamacallit, bringing back this XFL league, or the brand. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it really stinks to see Vince McMahon and all over luck, no longer in the brand. Vince McMahon had to file bankruptcy and had to sell it. No choice to sell it because there's no point of it. which is understandable. He tried his best to keep the league going. At least he tried, but it wasn't meant for the pandemic or anything. But still, it's really amazing. The XFL's coming back. I'm glad my all-time favorite wrestler, The Rock, also my number one favorite movie actor himself too, that he's bringing it back because, he used to play for football, believe it or not. He used to play for what? Miami Hurricanes. And he used to play for the Category Stampede for the CFL until now he finally has an XFL team. Sadly, he didn't make it to the NFL, but now he finally has to own the XFL. But what I'm really curious is is it going to be in Fox and ESPN like the original channels, or I'm not so sure, but we'll see. Hopefully Dwayne and Danny Garcia know what they're doing. Anyways, this is RaidersFan 3079. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later.